Hi, it's me, Kimberly, and welcome to this new knitting vlog. It's a long weekend, so I'm happy. We have a lot of knitting time. On top of that, I am alone because the boyfriend is in Belgium, so double knitting time. No, yeah. I thought I'd pick up the camera because we're at a point that you probably want to see, and that is I think I have finished the body section of my cloud top. So I'm gonna put you in the stand and we're gonna check it out together. Hi, this is the moment we're waiting for. I've been knitting away on my cloud top this week and I finally think I'm finishing the body section. I've hit the centimeters that are in the pattern. And I even added a bit extra because, yeah, I'm quite tall. I mean, Europeans are quite tall. I'm not very tall, but yeah, 172 centimeters, so not short, and my upper body is quite long. I must say I'm quite hinged over and like a bit lopsided because of my scoliosis, so I do sort of have to keep in mind that when I'm sometimes trying things on, if I'm tired, I'm really like slouched in and I don't really get a good representation of how the garment actually fits. But yeah, I think we're sort of done with the body part. I'm very happy with how it's sitting, the back and the front part. So I'm contemplating on starting the ribbing. However, you do a couple of rows of knit and purls, then do another couple of rows of just normal stockinette, and that rolls over. So you can't really count those extra rows after you do the knit and purls as centimeters. So I think I'm gonna measure some of the rows here and see how much that is, and then see if I want to add some extra length to it, yes or no. I must say I don't want it to be too long because I want it to sit on my hip bones and not at the widest part, because I think that way it looks a bit better on my body. So I think, I have to figure that out and see if that works. I do have enough yarn, so I don't have to worry about that. I have this left of my 2 balls, and then I do have a whole extra ball. So I don't know where that's gonna go because that is way more leftover than I thought. Of course, I did buy this extra ball because I thought I was gonna maybe make a size medium, and me not hitting the gauge, I am in the yardage of the size small, I think, because I am knitting a size medium, however, not meeting gauge, so probably taking the amount of yarn that is the size small. In that case, it would make sense that I'm having a ball left over. I am very happy with the fit. I must say I do think I could have started in the round sooner and maybe did a little less of increases so it just doesn't sit that low, because it does sit quite low and the whole bra band is showing. I must say I'm not wearing a normal bra because this band is a bit taller than my normal bra. However, I do think it's gonna be showing. I don't know if that's in the pattern, didn't really check. Normally I don't really mind if that is the case, if it's showing some bra. I am not very, I don't have a very big bust, so I can get away with wearing no bra or a very tiny loose bra. So that's normally not really a make or break it in my choice of pattern. If you're a person who doesn't want to have their bra shown, take that in mind. I don't know if that's me or if it's already in the pattern. I have to check that out. overall, very happy with the color of the yarn, happy with how it's sitting on my shoulders. I think it's a good width, and yeah, very happy so far. And I think we're gonna be able to finish a summer top. I mean, who is she? Who is she? And as I said, my boyfriend is away to Belgium this weekend playing a frisbee tournament again. So we also had some guests this week staying with us. They flew over from America to play the tournament and they needed a place to stay. So we had a sleepover week with one of them. We also wanted to show them the city. So this Wednesday we visited the Rollende Keukens. It's this food festival here in Amsterdam that's every year. It's from Wednesday till Sunday. And we were quite lucky because Wednesday the whole day was raining, and then when we arrived it was super nice weather. Personally ate some tacos and some chicken skewers and some Dutch traditional poffertjes. We say poffertjes, I don't know what's the, yeah.
Fantastic content is.
That's what they want to see.
Huh?
That's what they want to see. Me. It's like very tiny mini pancakes, and we eat them with butter and powdered sugar. Very, very nice, very typical Dutch thing you could get. We had a very good time, and yesterday I had my first day off, very quiet day, and then this morning I finally got to meet the little baby from a friend of mine. Sadly enough, the baby teddy pants from Petiteknit wasn't done yet because it was kind of last minute that she joined our coffee date, but it was very, very nice to finally meet him and have some baby cuddles. It was very, very nice. Hope I'm seeing her soon again, because now I really have some extra motivation to finish this baby suit, because it's the really tiny last parts of the pattern, and it should be done in a couple of hours, and then sewing on the buttons. So it's really nearly there. However, seeing this baby helped me get some extra motivation, so I hope I will be able to holster that motivation and finish, or at least start on the ribbing edges this weekend, because it's just about winding up the yarn, and that's where I'm struggling. So I hope I can maybe do that tomorrow morning. Tomorrow I am going to the birthday of my grandma. She turns 67. Quite young. My mom and her only have a 20-year age gap. My mom is picking me up because the boy has the car, so she will join me here tomorrow morning. Then we're gonna hang out for a couple of hours here, do some chilling, maybe do some knitting, or I don't know what we're gonna do, and then we'll drive over to my grandma's birthday. So that's gonna be the weekend, and Sunday it's gonna be chilling hard, recovering from the birthday of my grandma, and yeah, find some energy to start the new work week. We're with moms. Good morning, my nitty gritty France. No, good morning. It's Sunday today. Yesterday I went to my grandma for her birthday and we went out for dinner. Before that, my mom came over. And we did a little shopping. I will show you when I'm ready. First, I'm putting on my shoes because it's a sad moment. No, normally I make my coffee with it's peat milk from this particular brand that I order from Germany. It's called Fly Barista, and I think that is one of the best milk alternatives, and it suits all my dietary issues. So sadly enough, they were out of stock, so I couldn't order any new ones, and I ran out yesterday. So I thought I'd make my coffee with some soy barista milk that I still had left over. It's not tasting well. So I'm gonna go to the supermarket real quick. I'm probably gonna buy some oat milk to get through this next couple of 2 or 3 days, because I think Friday they finally were in stock, so I ordered it. But first, that's my mission. Make a good cup of coffee, because otherwise we can't start this crafty day. We cannot start it without coffee. Luckily, the store is very close by, so it's like 1 second. It's me and my coffee. Finally, we made it. We did it. Very happy. Although I'm very picky, let's say that. I'm not ashamed. I'm a picky eater, or I'm very picky with things that I use on a regular basis, and I don't really like change in that. But it's okay. I do miss my pea milk, but it tastes good. The soy, I don't know what it is with the soy milk. It gets this really big foam that reminds me of sea foam and doesn't really mix with the coffee. So yeah, not my cup of tea. But enough of that. We started our Sophie scarf with the Cardiff Cashmere. It's going great. I love it. I'm doing the old school way again, just me and my post-it. I do want to know how other people do this. I just went for the post-its. I also didn't really look any further. Do people work with this like row chain, or do you guys use this like little I see sometimes people have this thing on their hands that it's counting the rows, like automatic or just manual. I would love to know. Please let me know. Maybe I will evolve from my little post-its, because yeah, you can sort of see where you did the increases, but not really particularly that well. So if I lose the post-its, we don't know where we are. But it's knitting up very nice. I did not swatch. I just started, and I am using the recommended needle size 3.5. Again, these are my Chiaogoo needles. I did add a little cute macaron keychain, no, stitch marker. Don't know what's going on. And I mean, very cute. I think it's London Glade with my skin tone. I would describe this, it's called Zen on the internet as the colorway name. it's sort of gray beige with a bit of like a rose color in it, so a little, I don't know, it's beautiful. It's also looks very different in different lighting, so overall very happy with it. Looks very cute. I did not yet do anything on my cloud top yet because, well, I had the birthday of my grandma and I went shopping before that with my mom. We bought some beautiful flowers for my grandma. We did get some wool round filtered. It's like if you have a hot pan, you put it on it in this beautiful gray color, and I think my grandma is gonna love it. Fits her interior because everything is gray in there, and it's like this nice wool felted thing. So on top of that, me and my mom went to this store that is newly opened here in the neighborhood, and it's called Pipo's. It's this craft store. It's all through the Netherlands, and we already had 2 of them in Amsterdam, but not in my area. And now they just opened a new store, and I thought, let's check it out because I saw something cool. And although I really like my knitting, sometimes I have this feeling like I want to try something new. I want to try something else. And I came across all these videos where people were making like stuff with keychains with some clay. And I thought, how cool would this be if I can make this? So I went to the store and I thought, let's check it out. So I bought some stuff. First of all, maybe if people watch me since the beginning, they know I once started out as a crocheter, and I mainly crocheted stuffed animals, and I like amigurumi they call it, I believe. And yeah, I loved it. It was very, very cute. And I came across this in the store and I just immediately fell in love because how cute is this? I can't get over it. Like, I don't know what I would ever do with it if I make these little cute things. However, I will find a way. I have quite some like cotton yarns left and some other yarn that I can maybe use for this, or I could use the recommended yarns because those yarns are like, all the yarns I have are solid color, and these are a bit changing colors. So let me check if I can find a good picture without showing you the pattern. I don't know if you can see this little strawberry here is like, it changes colors throughout, so it gives a bit of more dimension. So if I want that, I have to use that kind of yarn, but I just needed to buy it. I think it's very cute. My boyfriend's not gonna be happy because he's thinking, why do you bring more stuff? Because, well, we love him. But on top of that, I bought this clay set. It's like polymer clay. And I had the ambition to do or make something with my mom, like fridge magnets or anything. Or I once crocheted her a little tiny pair for her keys of her bike, but it fell off because, yeah, it's been dangling on her keys on the bike for years and it's a bit worn. So I thought maybe we can make a little keychain or something. So that was our plan. However, we ran out of time. So that's gonna be on my list for craft time. However, I don't know when. Also, my mom is a sewist. Well, she has a machine and she made some clothes when I was little. Now she only does like when we need to fix the curtains or when something is broken. And I've never really I did sometimes do like a little sesh with her, but I never really got into it. But I saw Orsa Makes, that's her handle on, I believe, Instagram and YouTube. She was making this little project bag, and it's a sewing pattern. And my mom is always telling me like, oh, we should do some more crafting, or you should teach me how to knit. But now I thought if we can just do that as a crafty moment, little mom and daughter time, that would be very nice. Then we could just do, if she just brings her sewing machine, we can start sewing. It would be great. It would be great. But that's all for the future. First, today I'm gonna finish my YouTube video. It's a knitting podcast, and then I do have some tasks. I still have to make a thumbnail for it. I have to wind the wool for the baby suit, the teddy pants, because I want it finished, and I think that's only going to happen when I do wind the wool. So that's on my to-do list today. And then on my other to-do list is doing some washing, and the rest of it's just chill. Oh, I need to change my bedding, but I have the whole day ahead of me with me and my little cat and some knitting and crafting time. So join me, I would say, and let me know what you guys are doing. Are you mainly a knitter, or do you reach to other crafts as well? I mean, I do see a lot of people also sew, make their own clothes. Do you do that as well? Or I don't know, do you clay? What do you do? I would like to know. I would like to hear. Or is knitting just your main focus, as that's what mine is actually. But I like to see some other branches of the craft scene for just, I don't know, try it out. I don't think I will ever be the person who sews my own clothes, but who knows? Who knows? I don't have time for all of it as well. I mean, I try to fit in some knitting during the week while I'm working, and then in the weekends, but life is busy. We have things to do. There's not always time. And if I branch out to other crafts, that leaves less knitting time. So it's tough. It's tough. But let's start with some knitting.
You stayed in my place, you stay in my way. You said you love me just to make me sound insane. Everything I did for you's in vain.
I made myself some breakfast and a nice cup of tea. It's time to make a thumbnail and do some editing. I'm gonna get the iPad as well. It's totally dead. We first need to charge this thing before we can do. So maybe we should just first try to figure out my cloud top. Okay, we did it. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, as I mentioned before, I've went a bit further than the recommended length already, like 2 centimeters or so, and I'm gonna check how much. Okay, the rows I need to do to make the ribbing are about 1 centimeter. So I'm in doubt. what I need to do. If I should add like 1 or 2 more rows so I can get a bit more centimeters. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't want it to turn out too short. But on the other hand, if I don't make it too long, I can maybe get away with not using one bowl. Not that I know what I'm then gonna do with this, but maybe a little scarf. I don't know. Not that I'm really into scarves. Maybe a headband. Also, I didn't add a stitch marker on the right armhole, so I'm first gonna knit all the way here and then add a marker.
Sweetest seed earth mistook to grow when she dreamed of a house in glow. Putrid eyes saw an eye brush that little glowing dye. Never know what you can be like. To bury and hold you to the light. When you burn, when she knows just how deep your veneer goes, you never get back for anything.
Okay, I've been knitting on the top and I have done the ribbing, so I will show you. I think the length is also going to be fine. I was contemplating doing a bit more knit and purls. I did add some extra rows before I started the knit and purls because I still thought it was long enough. I'm also now at the end of the 2 balls, so I have the 1 ball left, so I have to attach that one, and then I think we're done with the body. I hope I can finish it today, or at least the body part. It would be too ambitious if I say I will finish the top, because that's not gonna happen.
Wish I had my Mariana now. Wish I had my Mariana now.
You know that feeling when you do the first stockinette row after a knit and purl row. I was 3/4 through it and then all of a sudden I'm like, what am I doing? I'm doing knit and purls again. Oh, so now I can go back, and it's just the brain takes over and then just make mistakes.
Always open, never